All right, so Yellabeezy got that bun the other day, and I know he just sitting at the crib right now, like feeling crazy, man. Like he didn't think he was gonna come back on him like this, man. Where they bring a capital murder charges, saying you got murder for hire, you did a murder for hire, man. It's just like you gotta let this be a lesson to anybody that seeing this shit in real time, man. That when you decide to go down that road where you say, I'm boss man, I'm sending soldiers to do my bidding. Uh, I'm not getting my hands only so much dirty. And anything that I need done, I'm gonna get somebody else to do it. You gotta understand that you putting somebody else trust of your life and you trusting them with your life, you putting your life in their hands. So you don't know when or where and how the shit gonna come back on you when you just trusting motherfuckers that'll do anything for $1. When you say you boss man and you this and you that, you gotta know who you dealing with. You gotta do your homework. You gotta have, you gotta be watching people. You gotta know what they into. Is they even capable of handling a job to that standard, dog? Like just getting a gun, going to kill somebody, bro. That anybody can do that. It's what you do after that. It's what come after that. Is that person gonna get picked up? Is they gonna say your name? Um, is you still gonna handle your business for them when they go inside? So that to reinsure that they don't say your name. You gotta know who you dealing with. You gotta know your team as the coach, as the star player. You can't win a championship by yourself. You can go out there, you can get an MVP, you can get a scoring title, you can put up a whole bunch of points and accolades, but when it comes down to a team performance to get that ultimate goal and win that trophy, you can't do that by yourself. So when you out here, you trusting in people to do your bidding and make sure shit don't come back, you gotta know that you got solid players on your team, man, that's gonna still kill, die, live, and uphold your name at all costs. And it's imperative on you as the star player and the head coach that you take care of your team. Yo, when you make a milestone, you go get everybody rollers and luggage, and you keep your players and your soldiers happy, man. That you see that in any kind of corporation, any kind of business, bro. You got to take care of your people, man. Or if you don't feed the wolves, they'll turn around and eat you. So right now, man, all this shit is alleged. We don't know if Yellabeezy did this shit or not. We don't know if the dude Kewon is in there and he finna flip on Yella. But right now, what we know for sure is a bro got picked up on murder for hire charges, capital murder, and he's gonna have to do his time in court to fight them charges and send them get them charges back to those people, man. That put them charges on them. Uh, we already know, man. People gonna pick their sides and they gonna say who wrong and who right. And this is an unfortunate situation, man, because nobody wins in this situation. Somebody's going to jail for the rest of their life, and somebody's dead and never coming back. So this what we really gotta keep in mind when we come out here and we do all this macho shit and we going against each other, man, and we really playing into these people's hands, man. Cause over some of this shit be over the smallest shit that could have been talked about, could have been resolved. But when one thing about men, man, especially men with power and money, man, they got egos. So yeah, man, ain't none of this shit fun to sit up and talk about or nothing to rejoice about because all this shit is stupid at the end of the day, man. But if you choose to go down this road, man, you gotta understand that you gotta do things. It ain't a right way to do something wrong, but you gotta get damn close. Cause if you don't, that's your ass, man. Nobody feeling sorry for Yellabeezy, man. You know, yeah, people gonna champion you and people gonna say who won the war, who came out on top. But if it come out that you end up going to jail behind this shit, that don't look like a win to me. That look like a loss. So I really hate how we put ourselves in these situations to just entertain and um, appease motherfuckers that when you get caught in the end gonna say you stupid for doing the shit that you did, but they down there is the ones that put the battery in your back and told you, hey man, hey, dude doing this, dude saying that, man, what you gonna do? You saying, they gonna hold you to that standard that you portrayed yourself to be. That's why it's very, very imperative that you mean what you say when you say you this type of person, you gonna do this and you gonna do that, right? Because people gonna hold it to you, and when you crash out, they gonna call you stupid. So at the end of the day, before we any of these other little accolades a nigga try to put on themselves, man, you gotta be a man first, bro. You gotta stand on principles, morals, and codes. And when you stand on principle, morals, and codes, it's just certain situations that you gonna avoid and you ain't gonna put yourself in, man. And yeah, nobody want to see nobody die or go to jail behind this shit, man. Because as a man, you're supposed to have conflict resolution skills, man, where you can resolve situations without it going into violence. But that's still some shit we gotta learn, man. We got a bunch of generational curses in the black community, man. I don't see how we gonna get those cleared in the up and coming years, man, because there's just so much bullshit that we uphold and we champion, and we just lost as a society and a generation. And we just got to get back to what really matter, man. Being positive, teaching these young men coming up, man, that the streets and going to jail don't make you a man. It don't make you tough. It don't make you nothing. It just means that you let you let the other side and you let the powers that be win. You know, because you more valuable to your community and to your family when you out here and you accomplishing the goals and you doing what you got to do to survive, and you making sure you here for your kids if you got kids, and you making sure you here for your family if you got family, and most importantly, you making sure you there for yourself, man, because if you ain't here taking care of yourself, man, and making sure you being the best person you can be, and you giving back to society in a positive way, you pretty much failing that life. So yeah, man, I just hate to have to talk about these type of situations, man, but I talk about this shit because I want the youth to understand, man, that you don't gotta be a hardcore rapper, you ain't gotta be a hardcore street nigga or a hardcore drug dealer, man. So many other things we can be in this world, man. I know this shit entertaining and it got all the glitz and the glamour and shit like that, man. But you know, when much is given, much is required. So you gotta understand that it's a lot that come with this shit. So don't go down this rabbit hole because you want the fame, the glory, the money, the women, the cars, and the big houses and all that good shit. You can get that shit by doing positive shit and staying in them books and making sure it might take you a little longer, but you'll get there. Uh, Anything worth having is worth you sacrificing and staying down for. So that's just my message, man. I'm always coming to give y'all the real side of shit and leave you with some positivity, man, to make you think. And yeah, man. hopefully everything work out in Yellow favor, man. But if not, let this be a lesson to y'all, dog. Like, gotta get it together. If it can be resolved, resolve it. If it can't, man, just hey, the city, these states is big enough for people to not see each other and just do your own thing. So yeah, man, that's all I gotta say about it. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, get in the comment section, let me know what y'all think about this situation, man. I think Yellow dropped the ball here, dog, or what, man? Let me know. I'm out 100.